All right, along the river, I think it's Willow Creek, Willow River maybe, or south of that. I should have wrote down that dang city. So they're telling us to wipe our feet because garlic mustard and knapweed. Oh, the dreaded knapweed. Tansy's bad, not thistle though. And they even have a shoe scruffer. People can walk out here, and that's the first time I've ever seen a sign encouraging people to wipe their feet pretty close to this train bridge, which there's just so much vegetation it's hard to see, but it looks like you can walk right under it. so tall, maybe what, 200 feet, 250. Gotta get across the river that's maybe 50 feet tall, all metal. Looks pretty old. And looks somewhat thin too, seems kind of thin for the metal. Seems like a thin design. Maybe they have light rail and it's dripping from way up there. Wow. All right. And the trail, whoa. Okay, and then the end over here. The trail continues on, but is this a trail? Yeah, it's a trail that goes, oh, okay. People have climbed up to the bridge, and they've brought a lot of rocks down with them. Okay. All right, I'm heading in that direction, but it looks like a trail. People can pull their cars up here and then walk down this little trail, stairs even, and maybe get a pretty neat view of that train bridge from here. Walk down just to overlook some sign. I wonder what that says. That yeah, the train bridge over the river, whatever. I don't even know the name of the river. And I hear water rushing. I never recorded the structures of the old bridge that are still in the river, but this is, I think, the split, this upper level here. This road has grown green. Maybe it's visible from the end here. You could see the stone standing structures. There is no bridge across, but you do have the pillars. Oh, it's not visible at all. Yeah, there's two pillars in the river, but it starts here, way back from the river. Wow. And now it's turned to grass, or they've maybe done something to make it grass. Maybe it was just a single road at one time. Maybe there was no real split. Hard to say. But it was a part of the stone quarry, so they did what they needed to. I'm in Hinckley, and what the heck is this stuff? It looks like dog handler stuff. Julius dog sport. Put your arm in there. It's been bit a few times, huh? Somebody just left it here at these bathrooms, which actually the bathrooms are locked. Why do I have two four-wheelers coming at me? Open electrical. They're spraying the grass? Yeah, those four-wheelers are spraying the grass. I have no idea why. That makes no sense to me. The grass looks fine. There's this trail that crosses the tracks. They don't put any no trespassing signs here. So it's very subjective how the trains treat their property. Very subjective. They're only concerned about parking next to the railroad. They can be complete jerks in some cities, some towns. And then this is a museum up ahead. They have nice long hours, but they're charging $5. I'm not paying that. Hinckley Fire Museum. I was told about this. $5 though. I'm not paying them a dime. Hello, what do I see here? A nice missing dog poster. It's a little bit larger than normal ones. Do not chase. All right, this is pretty rare to see, but I want to record it because I see this. Imagine getting stalled on the road, and you're like, "Oh my God, what do I do?" And there's the instructions. Just call them. This thing, does this shut off at all? So just gonna make double sure on camera. All right. All right, I demagnetized it at the sporting goods. I should not beep. Oh, wow. All right, that worked. I don't know if I have enough battery life to record all the craziness in Pine City, but this, right at the Walmart, why? Why make the sidewalk like this? This is really excessive. Well, they could have gone further though, I suppose, compared to what I've seen in Arizona, where they put rails on the entire length too. It's not that crazy, but this is pretty crazy. You know, at this Pine City beach, not far from the Walmart, they seem to have gone all out and then just retracted what they have invested in. They got wide paved trails, parking hanging out over there, and beach to swim on, and playground right on the beach. But the bathrooms are locked. It just seems so. I don't even know the name. I saw the name, but I forgot. They seem to have, and then volleyball and skate park. They've put a lot of things into this compacted area. Not a single person at this time is here. Do they get many people? I don't get the impression that they do. It's something you have to observe, but it just seems like they put more than they should have, than they needed to in this, because this is a small pond, and yeah, you can see the green edge from the algae, so that's not too attractive to swim in. And it's a small pond, so you don't want a lot of people here because of pollution issues. You got algae problems. Is that a big problem to swim in? I'm not sure. You come out covered in green though. This looks like fun. Somebody flipped a paddle boats in here. I could just put that right onto the water if I wanted to. See how heavy it is. Right in Pine City, I flipped it, and this thing was actually detached. It gets detached kind of easy, I guess, and that's to serve as the rudder to move that rudder. But the rudder is cracked, so you're not going to be going straight. You're not going to be going exactly straight. And they zip tied it. Oh, I guess there's no easy way to zip tie the end of this. That was, and then you paddle with that, and they've gotten caught in weeds. I don't know if I would want to risk taking it out. Yeah, that's the steering wheel and then the paddles. Looks like it'd be fun, but I think they could just hide it in the bushes in the park. So the skate park likely was a tennis court, and then they abandoned the tennis aspect and put in some ramps. I just had to fill up before going on this walk. Didn't expect to see any grapes. There's a few that look in good shape here, ready to eat along the swamp in Pine City. I'm still a little confused about these high bush cranberries, because I think last time I had them they had like a lot of problems. It gave me a lot of problems. I was kind of scared of them, actually. Alright, so I had kind of a nice nap here. It's kind of isolated next to this, well, sort of nearby this statue. But it wasn't the best. It's not the best spot because this garbage is awful to smell. Alright, still in Pine City. And they decided it was a good idea to put seating on the road. And I believe this is pretty much non-event seating, like summertime seating for the 320 Brewing Company. And I smell the barley. Alright, in Pine City, I'm at the library, and I got the water tower right next to it. Where's the fence around it? Watch this, I can walk right under the water tower. Ain't that something? How many cities allow you to do that? Not many, especially in the big cities. Get up close and personal with this water tower. That's an experience most people can't get. So in Pine City, apparently I know how to pick the right place at the right time. It's packed full of horse riders. They have some kind of rodeo going on. It's like all they do is ride in circles. I would be a little annoyed by that. I'd want to go on more longer, wide expanding type of trips. Snake River Cross Lake Public Water Access. And then over here they got some kind of cleaning station for the boats. I've never seen a cleaning station like this. Clean, drain, dry. So you vacuum it for 2 minutes. I could pull my car up to this. It looks like it's free. Blower on, 2-minute timer, lights on, 10-minute timer. Huh. So Pine City had some copper that they pulled out. They pulled out a bunch of copper. That's interesting. Alright, I'm in Pine City, Minnesota, looking at Google Maps. It says this plot of land is Thomas Park, but there's no signs indicating that. And if it is so that this is Thomas Park, isn't it the city's duty to put a sign up saying that this is a park? This is Thomas Park. Wouldn't it be the city's duty? Maybe this isn't a park. It's an open plot of land with nothing really on it, but somebody's mowing it in a neighborhood not far from the fairgrounds. So last night somebody blasted their car radio nearby me. I'm in Pine City, Minnesota, and they blasted the Twin Cities radios, 93X or 93.7 KD, or no, not KD, some other popular radio station that plays old 80s music or something. But they're saying, the radio was saying it was from the Twin Cities, and it reaches Pine City, Minnesota. It was interesting to listen to, but I mean, the guy blasted it and up until 1 a.m. That was annoying. But it was interesting to learn that the radio station had all those Twin Cities radio stations reach out to here. These people really know how to live comfortably. Looks like some nice furniture in there. Seems like a furniture store is really benefits with windows on the sides of their walls. Alright, in Cambridge, Minnesota, at the Cambridge Disc Golf Course. I find this interesting. They've labeled this as the chat bench by the Parkitect. Never seen that association before. Alright, I'm on the end of the Cambridge Library parking lot, and I can't quite see so well. The screen needs to be brightened, but the Wi-Fi actually reaches all the way out to here, all the way out to the end of the parking lot in the Cambridge Library of Minnesota. The Wi-Fi reaches here. It's a new library. It's pretty cool. It looks like $2.94 for gas at the Farm and Fleet, or Fleet Farm. And also, if you have an emergency on this corner, that's what the description you tell them. You stand in front of that sign and call 911 and then give the description. Right, what's on the menu at Arby's? I'll have an Arby's kid. Oh, I thought I said something about kill. You got Greek gyro, crinkle fries, a bunch of different types of burgers, all kinds of choices here. Getting up there in price. The prices are supposed to have gone up quite a bit. Market Fresh wraps with that roast chicken meat. Oh, yummy. Oh, chocolate shakes and nuggets, jalapeno bites. And then you got the meal plans, I think. Yummy. Sliders. Hiring losers at Arby's. Strawberries and bananas are hard to beat for deliciousness with milk. Almost like an ice cream. They tend not to fence in nursing homes, yet here they got this direct care and treatment. Does that even show up? Direct care and treatment, and it's all fenced in, although they don't really have any gates. It's all fenced but no gates. Dental clinic, they put a lot of effort and a lot of resources into fencing. Don't be despicable. Holy crap, I was just about to turn And then suddenly I hear the train. Whoa, now I can go. These white lights flashed all around. Okay, all right. These white lights flashed all around on the traffic signals, and then I couldn't, it just like paused for a long time, so I turned the camera on, and now it's allowing me to go, but yeah, now I'm stopped by the train. Alright, I'm making a health observation, and the health observation is that I noticed last night I woke up with a racing heart, and I'm like, what the heck? Why is my heart racing? I didn't understand. My hand fell a little asleep, so I just grabbed some magnets to cure that. And yeah, I put magnets on my chest too. I was confused. Why was my heart racing? And then this morning I was like, okay, there was a moment where my heart was racing again. I'm like, what the heck? It was a minor annoyance. And then I finally realized I had like 4 or 5 teaspoons in about value, 3 or 4 teaspoons of poppy seeds. I think my blood pressure has been challenged by the poppy seeds dropping. I think the poppy seeds dropped my blood pressure, and I forgot about that. I woke up last night with the racing heart and didn't quite understand. I thought it was maybe that local area, but it makes more sense that it was the poppy seeds. So one of the easiest ways to get this down to fit in this 1 1/4 size rubber tip is to just scrape it on the concrete. It's much easier than trying to cut it with a knife or whittle it. And I'm surprised that water actually works. It's good drinking water. It tastes good too. Around Cambridge, Minnesota. I also had to scrape this on the concrete a little bit. It's so annoying. I might have to scrape it some more. I can't unscrew it. They're too tight. It's pleasant little surprises like this with my walking sticks that I really like too. Or I can come across picnic tables and lay the sticks 8 feet long are long enough that I can do some rows. Or even there's some geese, a different kind of goose. Alright, native plants north of Twin Cities. There apparently are blue stem. I haven't really noticed. They're more predominant down south. Not sure about these other ones. Then we got weed structure. It's interesting, the Indian grass has a pretty low root structure. Did I say weed? And then, all right. Looks like Robert Campbell Dunn had a real opinion here. General welfare is a good road. Oh, because maybe he was paralyzed. I'm like, I don't really need a road with my walking sticks. But I guess back in the old days when roads were really bad, they had stronger opinions about them. You know, I never recorded that graffiti in the bathroom on the door talking about leaving trash laying around in the bathroom. But now, after seeing this, I should probably go back and do that. So you pay $25 to camp, or come over here, leave your trash behind. It's like bags and jackets, blankets, and it looks wet, so it looks like water got through here. Lots of graffiti under the Dunn Memorial Bridge, dedicated to the guy who got into the Senate and wrote a bill to improve roads. This is one of the thickest grapevines I've ever seen in my life. It's a grapevine because you could clearly see grape leaves growing off of it. A long established grape vine that's hanging on this tree, and it was hit by this fallen tree. You could see this tree has fallen and grabbed the vine, and the vine is just holding on to it right now. It's kind of cool. That is a super thick grapevine. It's weak, but it's as thick as a tree. In Minnesota, at least it's not thorny. Does this grapevine feed off of the rubber? Look at this rubber stairway that the tree fell on, so now it can't be used. But they could cut it, but it's been sitting here, it looks like, for years after it fell. Maybe people really weren't using the tire staircase so much before it fell anyway. I don't know what it leads to. I like this little section. It's kind of neat in this river area in the great city of Princeton. In the park near the library in Princeton. I've never actually seen the campgrounds area turn the little tent area, make a little sandbox for tents in the tent area. And this tent is way too small. It says kids. Okay, way too small for people. But they actually make these squared off. Wait, there's a sign? I didn't see that. This tent squared off. Oh yeah, tent site 3. This is the first time I've ever seen them do this this rock box thing. There's 3 of them. All right, at the Princeton Library, just down from the hill, there's this person who's living here. They had a lot of junk. They left behind quite a few things. It looks like it's been sitting for about a month or so. I pulled it over here. This shouldn't be just sitting there. Some little kid's laptop thing. A Kenwood speaker. This thing is heavy. Look at that. It says Kenwood. It's a bass. That's a bass for sure. It looks in good shape. I don't know. And then various other things. And a big battery too, actually. Like a lawnmower battery. Probably should be disposed of more properly. I think this person's gone. Look at what they left me. All these toe warmers. I'm gonna take that. And then some plugins. I'll take those. The city worker seemed to have followed me, mowing the lawn, following me as I was walking away. And he's just staring at me when I look back at him. Something hit my arm too. He wanted to make sure something flung and hit me. It had to have been a young guy. Because who else? I mean, would an old guy really grab a big speaker like that? So I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all good too. 7. They're all soft. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 toe warmers. 4 of these plug-in charger things. So I would put the plug-in chargers in different bags. Too bad he couldn't. Too bad he couldn't leave some headphones too. I kind of need those. Oh, this is a vacuum seal. Okay, so you could vacuum the air out of this bag. It's for big items. I don't know. I want to put my fan in a bag, just for extra protection. Maybe use it for food. It's a lot of bags. I might throw away some of the excess. Magic bag, travel, for travel. Just these big bags this person had as a homeless person. Whoop. You see, I pretty much confiscated this stuff, the bags, the electronic plug-ins, and then the toe warmers, which I guess could be used as hand warmers too. And this is like the stuff that cops do when they acquire cars that are abandoned on the side of the road. They pick up bigger things. I pick up the small stuff that homeless people leave behind. And maybe if the house looks abandoned, really abandoned, you know, maybe I pick up something there if I could use it. But there's people who pick up much bigger things than me that are abandoned. Alright, this is the biggest spider I have ever seen in my life. That's like 2 or 3 inches across. Alright, I'm back at this homeless guy's spot. Coming in from the riverside. A little dangerous. I had to pass a big spider the size of a tarantula. And I just wanted to see what was below. See if there's anything on the other side of the tree. Because I saw this little garbage scattered. Old-timey valve. So he just painted the other side of the tree, really nothing else under the roots. Old, looks like axle for a small cart. So this is kind of a trash dump area, I guess. You know, this bag looks really nice. And it gives the impression with this message that they're giving it away to first class. Why is it coming all fuzzy? Maybe the lens is dirty. So this was in the pocket. Look at this thing. It's got its own, it's got a handle and wheels. It's really good shape. This guy left it in good shape. Oh, you hit the button for that. But it looks like it's focused on clothing, on suits. It looks like it's focused on suits, protecting your suit so you don't like, oh, here we go. Pull? Why? Oh, I can't. I don't know what they're talking about. Pull? Is that a hanger or something? Look at that. It says American Tourist. Yeah, it's so you don't have to fold your suits so much. I'm guessing this homeless guy got this suitcase for suits. You only have to fold your pants and jacket once. Long before this guy moved in here and out of here, there's this old horseshoe just sitting on a nail. How many years has that been there? I don't dump in this Casio. I'm just gonna tell them to sell it. See how they react, I guess. I don't know if I should keep rolling or what, but I don't want to walk towards my car. nobody was around anywhere, so I just left it on the desk. Yeah, that's what I figured. Somebody might be coming out. Or not. I'm looking for the shadow. Oh, that slam was probably the truck, actually. Here's another entrance. Well, I successfully got rid of it, and I have to go for a little walk now, not go directly back to the car. Alright, I'm in Princeton. I just get too excited when I find something that looks interesting. I did play with the piano a little bit, but then I lost interest in it. It's not like discovering walking sticks. I really can't find any use for that piano. I did want to just sit on it a little bit, think about it, and I've thought long enough about it. I can't use it. Alright, in Princeton, this is the first shower I've ever seen that was just available. And you just press that button and press it again. Starts and stops. It's not on a timer. It's the first time I've seen that in a basic public bathroom. It's pretty cool. I took a shower last night. It was hot out. Just took a shower. That was it. And then it's available for the public. I think they're just kind of capitalizing on the fact that nobody really knows about it. And then over here, get yourself some grapes for my walk back to my car. All right, and further down from the campsite in the bathroom with a nice shower at this mini mall, there's some kind of food reclamation. I'll get a shot of that. There's a sign that can be, you can see the outline of the sign on the wall next to the mall entrance. There's a food reclamation Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it's pretty much a soup kitchen. My car's over there. A food pantry. Princeton Pantry Food Reclamation location. And today is Friday between 9 and 11.
Take them right in with you and we'll take care of them. Okay.
Mary and what?
All right, Mary, thank you.
You checking people in?
Yes, I am.
That's Travis.
Travis?
Yep. Just going on first names and counting people and.
Yep.
All right, I've never been here before.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
So there's a sign up. There's a sheet I gotta fill out.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I won't take everything because I'm sure I won't like everything.
Okay, all I need you to do is fill this form out.
Okay.
Just
All
the
right.
name, address, how many.
Thank you. I shall return.
Hello.
Hey, next in line.
Okay. You haven't been here before.
No.
Okay. I'm Verna.
Erna? Wait, how do you spell that? Berna?
Yeah.
Never heard that name before.
Oh, haven't you?
That's your first, yeah,
Oh.
with that kind of name.
Well,
The problem is,
um,
so this you have a homeless section,
This
right?
is the homeless section here.
Okay.
We have, you know, like personal items. We have some blankets.
Socks,
and-
yeah, socks are never big enough for me. 16-6E,
Oh
and
my
they're
gosh.
always so tight.
Yeah, I
And
don't.
shoes too. These shoes it could be bigger.
So you said you liked what? Peaches and.
All right, in Princeton, I just at the homeless shelter at the food bank. I got a new pillow, big blanket, 90 inches long, towels for showering, which is really rare, and a whole bunch of food that I never expected to have so much food like this. I only chose the whole good foods, stuff that I have to cook in a way, milk, but wow, what a selection at Princeton Food Bank. Paper towels. Bananas. Did not expect this. A good bread with no sugar added. Knock your sprouts off. Even reduce sodium. Yeah, if I was offered like a tent, I would not accept a tent again. Redmond, Oregon. I think it's the people that gave me a tent. They gave me a propane cooker, or propane tank, small one, which I took, and then a tent, which I also took. But now I pretty much have thrown away that tent, so I can't find any good use for tents, and I'm glad they're not doing it here. But pillows and blankets, now we're talking. If I ran a food bank and gave away items, if somebody came up to me and said, hey, what items do homeless people need, I would suggest chair tips for the bottom of walking sticks. You know, you got pillows and blankets. How about some chair tips to encourage the homeless to get themselves walking sticks? Even walking sticks themselves, if that was an option. There's nearby collection of sticks. Bring them to the food bank and let people decide if they want walking sticks or not. All right. Well, I got bit really good by hornets. They were just embedding themselves in my pants on the bank of the river, and then one finally got through my sock. They were in my shoes, in my pants. Good thing these are elastic. They could have gone right up my pants. I ran for my life. They were vicious. One got a good bite and the others are just all over my pants. I had to throw my teapot down, so I was on the side of the bank picking grass, and I came upon a ground nest. They did not fly around at all. They just started attaching themselves to my pants and my shoes. None of them flew around my head. If they would have done that, all that happened was I felt an intense pain, and all kinds of hornets were around my ankles as I was picking grass. I'm like, wow, this is... They could still be on alert. I ran as far as I could, as much as my... Well, a fly attacked me there. Maybe they alerted the other insects. Oh my God, that was horrible. That one sting got my attention, then I looked down and then there's all kinds of hornets. Yeah, I don't see any flying. I think I threw my teapot. I think it's far enough. Oh no, I don't see it. I don't see my teapot. I don't see the hornets. I threw my teapot. It's in the water. I didn't realize. Oh, they're still around. I did not see any flying as I was picking, and now they're out. And my teapot is there too. I threw it right in the water. I thought maybe I just poked into something sharp. Ran into something sharp, but I look down and I see hornets. There they are. They're going nuts. I think one just went past me. They're probably going to want to check me out. And my teapot is right there. I wonder if I should just leave it there for an hour or so. Give them an hour. Yeah, there's one. Oh no, there's a fly. I'm a little scared.